Hello and good morning. Hola y buenos días. Marhaban wa sabal khair. Welcome back for another lesson from English al Español, al Árabe, where we take words and phrases and translate them from English to Spanish and then to Arabic. This morning we're going to be dissecting the grammar of John 3:16 from the New Testament. Easily the most famous verse in the whole Bible, as well as one of the most famous phrases in all of humanity. When I make these Bible verse videos, I always use the most popular translation from each respective language, which are the Authorized King James in English, the Reina Valera in Spanish, and the Van Dyck translation in Arabic. Van Dyck was an American of Dutch descent, I believe. John 3:16 for, sometimes we become so familiar with a verse or a passage in the Bible that we forget all about its context. John 3:16 is not a complete sentence, but rather a clause that supports an earlier stated idea, which is Jesus explained to Nicodemus, a leader from amongst the Jews, that Jesus himself must be lifted up as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness so that none may perish. And then he tells us why with verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. And that's all the further we're going today, up to the word Son. Well, let's do it all just. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Now in Spanish and in Arabic, it's both a little bit more clear and a little bit more eloquent. For example, in Spanish, porque de tal manera, porque de tal manera. Now if I were to translate porque de tal manera to English, I would say, because of such a way. Because of such a way God loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Because of such a way. Amó a Dios al mundo. Amó Dios al mundo. Notice that it's al mundo, not el mundo. You have to have that personal A because the world, el mundo, is full of people, so it's a personal A. And here it appears again. Que ha dado a su hijo unigénito. Unigénito is on another slide. I'd like to point out in Spanish that this ha dado, this looks like ha, but it's a. The H is silent in Spanish. Ha dado is the present tense of the present conjugation for the verb haber, the helping verb. So it's has given, has given. So this action is still occurring. Has given his hijo unigénito, unigénito, only born. Hijo unigénito. Now in Arabic it goes لأنه هكذا أحب الله العالم. عالم, that's world. لأنه, لأن means because. This hu is a male pronoun attached to it, لأنه. This is a common Arabic construction to foreshadow the coming subject. لأنه هكذا. هكذا is a useful word in standard Arabic. It means like this or like that. هكذا, هكذا, like this or like that. Ahab. That B has a shed on it, so it's B. Ahab. Allah. Hul. Alam. Alam. Al-Alam. Al-Alam. Al-Alam al-Arabi. Al-Alam al-Arabi is the Arab world. This is a phrase that you will hear all the time if you watch the news in Arabic or any other talk show or something like that. The Arab world. El mundo árabe in Spanish. Al-Alam al-Arabi. Al-Alam al-Arabi. Al-Alam al-Arabi. Al-Alam al-Arabi. The Arab world. Going back to Hatta bada labnahul wahid. Hatta is Arabic for even so or until. This actually corresponds directly with the Spanish word hasta, like hasta luego or hasta la vista. Now this phrase here is all linked together phonetically. It's really hard to separate it. These are the root letters in green for sun, and in purple it's a verb conjugation for he gave or he paid. Hatta bedalamnahul. Bedalamnahul. And this L is off the definite article for the next word, which is wahid. Wahid, which means only. Hatta bedalamnahul wahid. He gave his only son. He gave his only son. Hatta bedalamnahul wahid. And I tried to color coordinate all the parts of speech with each other. Now let's move on to the more controversial part of this verse, his only begotten son, a su hijo unigénito. Pretty much straightforward. Now, this is all, as I said, phonetically linked all together. So, hatta bedalabnahul wahid. Hatta bedalabnahul wahid. And this is the Greek. In Greek, it's his son, the only born. Ton wion, I believe that's pronounced wion. Ton manogene. Manogene means only born. But I would like to refer to Dr. Frederick Long, who has a video on YouTube called Greek Matters. And he's a doctor of biblical Greek, Koine Greek. Part of which his degree he earned in Wisconsin. Go Marquette, Warriors! And about 8 minutes into the video, he explains that the word manogene, only born, has more to do with uniqueness than it does with bornness, whatever that means. But for all my Christian viewers, I'd like you all to know that in Islam, this verse constitutes a sin that is called shirk. Shirk, which is actually coincidentally has the same root letters as Shakira, which means sharing or sharing. And this is an unpardonable sin in Islam. And it's defined by association, by associating someone with Allah, or by giving someone else lordship whose words do not necessarily line up with the Quran. Well, thank you very much for viewing. I hope you learned something about John 3:16. Have a great day.